Hello Sagittarians, and welcome to your Aquarius transit reading. So that's basically the end of January, February kind of transition. So it is basically a sign that you get along with very well. So it's going to be really fun. So now if you haven't already checked your other things, such as I suggest you check your sun sign, ascendant, and your moon sign. I would check that as well. This is a general reading. Also, I'm introducing something new. At the very end of this reading, you can have additional questions answered. So if you have any question during the reading and you're saying, well, which one or what and this, then go to pick your own reading and you can kind of check it, additional information. You can get more. So I would highly advise it. So let's start. Also, from time to time, I'm going to stop this recording because I don't want to cough in your ear. It wouldn't be fun. I still have pneumonia. My voice has come back. Not that I can pick words though, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to start. And this is my last week of hiatus. And the next week, I guess, I think it will be 31st. Is it 25th? Next Saturday, not the one on the 25th, but the 1 week after, I'm going to start doing my Saturdays live as well. So let's see, Sagittarius, let me stop and cough first for a little bit. Ooh, look at this, you have Trio of C. Lots of signs got this Trio of C. This is to me the ultimate Aquarians basically card. This is kind of like the more is the merrier. We all kind of love each other. We all care, we all appreciate, and this is such a music to your ears because you guys like philosophy, you like things that are foreign, you like things that are different. You kind of not only that you don't shy away from it, but almost you are welcoming it. You kind of really want to enjoy it. You find sort of enrichment of your life is basically happening on this kind of levels, right? So this is also to me a very much of a good luck card. Maybe a lean behind some kind of bickering and feeling of not belonging of anything of the sort. And to me this is kind of maybe sensitivity coming back. Usually when sensitivity comes back, it meant that you felt maybe your back was up, or maybe there was some kind of delay that you kind of experienced, or you were in some kind of pain, and now things are actually turning around and there's a harmony and healing and fulfillment. So far so good. Let's start. Whoa, you have Fire Kitten. That's not necessarily Sagittarius, but it's clearly fire sign, so it could be that you're going to pick up some of that busy bee. You're creating new goals, you're kind of having new aspirations, you're moving new directions. It could be somebody else, somebody new coming in your life. That somebody new might be younger. You might be dealing with your kiddo or with your furry kiddo, of that kind of sort of thing. Clearly things are getting really interesting. You're ready for adventure, so things are really good. And then you have Ace of Earth. Ace of Earth is reversed. This is my favorite ace, but not when it's reversed. The favorite part is, hey, we are building something long term. Well, maybe you're thinking, well, I don't really need to build something long term over here. I am just pretty much here. I want to explore, I want to enjoy, and I really want to see where this is heading. You're not necessarily kind of committing a long-term over thing, or maybe somebody is not committing it to you, so you really have to kind of see kind of put it in perspective. Let's put it this way. Don't have high expectations, rather kind of deal with things that it's going to be very important for you to enjoy where you kind of really want to get. So keep in mind that you're going to have lots of energy. So the other people might come and see you kind of coming on very strong. And usually people interpret that, hey, so-and-so is interested in me. So keep that in mind, right? Also, I think maybe you're going to have second thoughts about the job that you're doing, or about your boss, or about, hey, is this the place where I really want to be? Demon Cat. Very much jumping here with this Fire Kitten. It's this combination of indulgence. This is Demon Cat, or the devil in the other decks, where It says, I want what I want. So it could be that you have somebody like that in your life. It could be that you need to deal with that energy. It could be that, you know, maybe like you have some kind of addiction. Maybe something that seemed to be just okay is now turning into, okay, this is becoming worrisome. Maybe you used to have a glass of wine turned into 2 glasses of wine, that kind of like a stuff. It can also talk about greed of some sort, right? It can talk about lust, of course, and kind of like bondage-like games, let's say, when it comes to sexuality, right? So keep in mind that you also might have somebody who's trying to influence you, who you maybe trust, who is giving you, let's say, bad or even evil advice, right? I saw this movie, Art of Self-Defense, guys, and it's not for everybody. It's kind of like one of those, you know, indie movies. If you like odd movies kind of a thing, then it's going to be something good to watch. But this is kind of like really a movie that has this sub context of, can good turn to evil, and can evil turn back to good, kind of a thing, right? So keep in mind that this is going to be a choice. Your fate depends on it. It's very, very important to make it. So what did you have in past? Look at this. You had 10 of fire, and now you have a fire kitten. So something is rolling in the direction. You're still not sure maybe where you're setting your goals, where you're kind of like putting your kind of like aspirations. But look at this. It's like, oh, run for the cover. This could be a period of secrets of some sort. Maybe there were secrets over here. Maybe you got caught. Maybe you got burned. This card I want to mention sometimes represents exes, and sometimes represents things from the past coming to the surface. Maybe something from the past that you nourished cannot continue. Maybe something new has to happen, or you're tired. You're saying, I'm freaking tired of everything from the past. And you have the Emperor. We are in the year of the Emperor. We are in the year number 4, numerology. Also at the end screen, I'm going to have the link to the 2020 readings, where I have a little bit of numerology. So hear it out. It's very important. This year we need to stabilize whatever it is. Like, and as I was just telling you, this doesn't look very stable. You have to run for a cover, or you did, and maybe you're saying, okay, I'm tired of this. Maybe it has been a secret affair over here. Maybe this is why the fire kitten got burned over here. Maybe it was you. And maybe you're realizing this is not leading anywhere. That simply can be one of the options as well. Immediately ahead of you is the Hermit. And Hermit is a really good card. This is not about loneliness. This is about alone. This is about you assessing who you are, what you need, who is there for you, who is not there for you, and kind of like also obtaining wisdom. It is in your immediate future over here, and we see here kind of like a crescent moon over here showing up, right? This could be like, I mean, simply kind of like practicing mindfulness or meditation, but it also, it's interestingly, everything here that I've seen was about the secrets and kind of like keeping undercover, but this is kind of like seeking for the truth. It's also maybe you're receiving counsel from someone. Maybe you're getting tarot reading, right? It's can be sometimes withdrawing yourself to see a bigger picture, because with all the noise and everything that is happening, we sometimes cannot comprehend what is going on. And it is a 7 of fire here, like fire, fire, fire. Like, I mean, right, we can see this, like fire, 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 fire over here. And then we have earth, fire and earth. Scorched earth kind of like comes to mind, right? 7 of fire is a really interesting card. It really comes after that scene of watching a winner. So you maybe got away with something. You maybe got away with something, but you're not sure if you did. Because in the 6 of fire, 6 of wands, you know, everybody is like saying kind of like congratulations to the winner, but everybody is secretly hoping that they are the one. Maybe next, they're next. It's almost like with playing lottery, right? Somebody won, but I want to be next. And each time you hear that your numbers are not drawn, you go, oh, kind of a thing. So this is the card saying, like, no, you know, I'm not giving up, and I'm keeping. Maybe there's the winner here saying, I am keeping what I have. I am not really sharing this because I've spent quite a bit of time and energy to get where I am, and this is kind of like really, really important to me, right? So this is also about taking a stand. That really has to happen, and it could be that you have to climb some kind of like obstacles over here. Maybe there are problems that you have to deal with, maybe even health problems, because you have Earth kind of like showing up in a really weird way. It could be that you're dealing with, let's say, digestion. I would say over here it's trees, so it's kind of like that processes that are going down, but I am not diagnosing here. You know that I don't go legal or health, right? So you will need to kind of like show some kind of bravery over here. And your environment is good, kitty. It's my karma card. It's absolutely lovely. It is kind of like your environment, so not you. So when this card shows up, it's really talking about somebody in your vicinity, somebody who is around you might kind of have a very strong influence. You're going to feel that this person is really powerful. You also want to be very stabilized, but you're feeling this person very, very strongly, right? So this can be marriage. This could be a marriage partner. This could be a coworker who is supporting you. This could be a boss who has your best interest. This actually can talk about also material happiness, but also this can talk about basically paying the piper, right? And accounting for one's actions, or somebody is demanding that from you, right? Because it is your environment. So it could be that somebody is changing the position toward you and kind of like dealing with you in a little bit kind of like different way. So keep that in mind. We are going to kind of like clarify that and to see where it goes. So we have Earth King in your hopes and fears. So there is like a little bit more earth, right? So you can see there is like this ground that is going on, like there are roots and then ground. So Earth King is really good. Earth King means it's a hopes and fears, so it's seen both ways. Maybe you're hoping that you're going to be okay financially. You'll have money to pay your bills. Everything will kind of like work out okay, right? This is generally somebody who is, I say, well off, right? Both materially and spiritually, right? Somebody who is steady, somebody who is reliable and very helpful. Maybe you have somebody like that in your life who is helping, or maybe, there's like somebody who you're hoping to show up in your life. That also can represent, a married person over here who is, I guess, assisting you in one way or the other, because it can also talk about sensuality. Yes, you have the devil, and I can see this. So that's what I said. Like, you're kind of like really, it's interesting that you have a karma card, because I don't really see that in the beginning of this transition. Like, so somewhere maybe in January, you are thinking very short term, and you're like really maybe interested in things that are long distance, in talking to people who are far away. They're like some information that you want to keep under the covers. But then you're pulling, I would say around the full moon in Leo, which is going to be on the 9th, you're going to be around the 4th, it's going to already start. Maybe you're going to receive some information, or even some kind of rejection, or you are going to be the one rejecting someone. Maybe you're fully turning to a married partner at that stage. That can be seen that way as well. And look at this. Now you have Earth Queen. That's correct. If you guys are in a relationship, if your relationship had a rocky road kind of stuff, then this is stabilizing. The things are really getting better. Like, you're reconnecting with your partner. Things are hopeful. Things are going in a new direction. Even though you're still feeling, I don't know if this is the right for me to withdraw from everything and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, I really think that things are going in a really, really good direction. So I want to clarify a few things over here before I give you the link to get your pick a card, because I guess maybe you want to ask, who is this devil, and pick the pile number 1. And who is this couple? So if you're in a relationship, this is really encouraging. If you're not in a relationship, then it could be a couple that is going to really assist you, and it feels like that, somebody's going to come in your life who will have some kind of karmic influence, because They just got their brownie points and they're ready for a new challenge of some sort. So let's check the devil out. The devil. What's the devil here? Why is the devil here? For my Sagis. Look at this. You have enemy. This is the third person. Did I not tell you? This is somebody sneaking, and it's somebody doing something behind the back of something that should be just like here. Careful, careful, careful. If this is you guys, you're going to be caught sooner or later. You know, there is like a lesson in morality over here. Do not think short term. This is not significant for your sign. If this is not you, then be very careful about this people you're interested in. I can see you're interested in people who might not have your best interest in mind, who might lure you into something under the guise of, oh, this is all great, this is all kosher, nothing wrong here. So be careful, because I can see here that you're really defending yourself. Maybe you're letting somebody in your world, and that's turning out not to be the best kind of like decision. Let's put it this way. And I want to check this defense system, kind of like, and this one jump out. Child. Are you staying in a relationship because of a child, because they clearly fell on here, or you have a child with somebody? Enemy to me is usually a third party that shows up. It could be that you're dealing with somebody who is married and you feel a little bit that somebody is doing something behind somebody's back, whether or not this is you doing it or you're doing it with somebody else. So be very careful. This is clearly confirming that kind of lure of some sort, and it's not a good thing. So let's see this. Look at this. This is the female counterpart. This could be a male part, but this is general reading. Either of can mean the same. Again, the third party. Be very, very careful. Did I not tell you about the sickness? Here it is. You know, this is kind of like taking a toll on you guys. This is something you need to be really cautious. This to me also having this pomegranate for kitty cat is really telling me that you really need to figure out how to live a calmer, simpler life in order also to ground yourself. Grounding is going to be very important, but you're going to start from a negative ground, and then you're going to be working toward positive. So pick your card and see where this kind of leads you next. Would love to hear from you guys. Consider subscribing, and if you like what you hear and you want to get your own reading, please contact me via cattarot.ca, my website. Thank you so much, and namaste. I wish you a wonderful month.